I've got to admit that I thought the PC version of Mortal Kombat 2 was going to be a complete waste of time. I played Street Fighter 2 and Rise of the Robots on the PC, and they both bit. I just didn't think the PC could do fighting games.
This one must have come as a big shock to you. Acclaim has once again teamed with Probe to bring us a high-quality arcade translation. The PC version of MK2 may not look quite as nice as the SNES cart, but it sure fills the need.
All 12 characters have found their way into this version of MK2, as well as the hidden characters, like Smoke. The graphics are consistently good, although not outstanding.
It doesn't look quite as sharp as the SNES version, but it still looks very good. The animation is very smooth. There's an occasional bit of slowdown when a move's animation is loaded from the hard drive for the first time, but that's all.
What I was most impressed with is how the game feels. This is a good, fast version of MK2, and I think it feels a lot like the arcade version. It's not a slow, embarrassing dog of a port like PC Street Fighter 2.
That game suffered from slow motion sickness. Acclaim and Probe have definitely put some effort into this one. It's easily as fast as the other home versions of MK2. At least on a Pentium, that is.
Naturally, the control scheme is a little different. MK2 supports the 4-button Gravis gamepad. You use the buttons for both kicks, block, and low punch. Low punch plus holding forward gets you a high punch.
That's a pretty good way to work around a one-button shortage, but I actually preferred to use the keyboard. Using the arrow keys to move and the numerical keypad to attack and block seemed more like the arcade controls to me.
Of course, each character's fatalities are included here. There's no blood code, no lockout, just plain old disgustingness, rendered in all its gruesome beauty. Fun for the whole family.
I think the fatalities are actually bloodier here than in the other home versions of the game. Make the right moves, and your opponent flies apart in a monsoon of blood, bones, and other various bits. Now that's entertainment.
Apart from the regular death moves, you also get to try your hand at mastering the venue-specific animations. You can take your previously living buddy for a quick swim in the obviously toxic dead pool.
Or you can let him feel what it's like to be a biology class frog on pithing day in the Spikes room. But my favorite is the pit. That tortured scream followed by the thud and that splash of red.
You're sick.
It's fun to be sick.
There are a couple of minor thorns in paradise, though. The game takes up about 25 megs of hard drive space, even if you get it on CD. And you mentioned the occasional loading slowdown earlier.
One thing I was surprised to see is that stupid CMOS preferences file again. In the first PC Mortal Kombat, that file kept getting screwed up, causing the game to run slowly and the joystick to act drunk. Same deal this time around. Once in a while you have to delete that file.
While not totally perfect, I think the PC version of Mortal Kombat 2 is a great example of just how good fighting games for the PC can be. All it takes is a company with the talent and the determination.
I got the feeling that Acclaim and Probe really care about putting out a quality conversion, and it shows. If you like MK2 and don't have a SNES, you should pick up this version without hesitation. It's a blast.